Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, so welcome back again. This is still BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. And if you are a praise singer, you always go on the social media to praise sing and watch the dirty linens of politicians or any political party. Please jump and pass this video. Makeman like here, this video is not for you. This video is for us to critically assess Soludo's 2 years in power as the governor of Anambra State.
Governor Soludo has emerged as a beacon of hope and progress in Anambra State, Nigeria, since assuming office on March 17, 2022. With his visionary leadership, Soludo has spearheaded numerous initiatives aimed at uplifting the state's economy, improving infrastructure, and enhancing the overall quality of life for its citizens. One of Governor Soludo's primary focuses has been on revitalizing Anambra State's economy. Leveraging his extensive background in economics, Soludo has implemented bold and innovative policies to stimulate economic growth and attract investment to the state. His administration has prioritized the development of key sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and technology, laying the foundation for sustainable economic development. Today, Anambra is the highest-ranking state in the ease of doing business in the southeast and the 7th in Nigeria. Governor Soludo has made substantial investments in infrastructure development to address the long-standing challenges faced by Anambra State. Recognizing the critical role of infrastructure in driving economic growth and improving living standards, Soludo's administration has embarked on various projects to upgrade roads, with over 350 kilometers of roads completed and over 500 kilometers awarded and/or ongoing bridges and public utilities across the state. Education is a cornerstone of Governor Soludo's agenda for transformation in Anambra State. Understanding the pivotal role of education in unlocking the full potential of the state's youth and driving socio-economic development, Soludo has implemented policies to strengthen the education sector and expand access to quality education for all. His administration has embarked on initiatives to improve the quality of teaching and learning in schools, upgrade the educational facilities, and enhance the capacity of teachers. It has employed 5,000 teachers, while the employment of 3,000 more are ongoing. Already, the welfare of teachers are prioritized.
Taiwan recently has been on the news for what he has achieved. And we said it here that there is a healthy competition, in case you don't know, between Abia State governor and that of Anambra State governor in terms of delivery of good governance. To start with, the 2 years in office of Soludo, which he promised in the Anambra State that he will transform Anambra into the Dubai, Taiwan in Africa. And he had made a very specific promise, particularly at Okoko, to begin his transformation there. This is what it looks like at evening drive through Okoko.
This is Okoko. Nightlife returns to Okoko. Face of Okoko.
Oh, let us give him a round of applause. Let us give Soludo a round of applause. But please, I want to beg Ndi Otimbu to please be coming down. This is just halfway to his 4-year in tenure or in office as the governor of Anambra State. Make we not use too much praise distract this man, because if you look at what he is doing, yes, he had, you know, set up Okpoko for transformation. Imagine Okpoko having a third road with street light on it. Although I now see people now passing the main road and let it go. And awkward or no, you know, the situation of electricity. But nevertheless, this guy is beginning to see the light of governance. But having said that, there are other people that came around who, you know, put in their own words, beginning with Ngige, Bianca Ojuku, and even Emeka, for the all gathered to clap for Soludo.
Well, I would say that this is time we're giving Anambra that our aspirations for the people of Anambra and for the children that are yet unborn are going to come through, or is coming through already. That today we are seeing the 50, we have gone halfway, half journey. We have done 2 years today, and after evaluation of 2 years, going forward, I believe that the third year will be just for us to come and commit to celebrate. His Excellency, I am with you. I will be with you. I will never abandon you because your ambition is
the most significant part of this agenda for me is the Okpoko project. The Okpoko project itself is a promise. When the governor came into office, he narrated quite a lot about Okpoko, saying that it is a place where you find the good, the bad, the ugly, the incredible. And to think that in just 2 years, he has been able to commission 12 kilometers of roads out of 15 in Okpoko. In just 2 years, he's been able to deliver pipe-borne water to Okpoko. In just 2 years, he's been able to build a general hospital in Okpoko.
One more thing, prudent management of resources of the state. Because as an economist, you are breaking it down that everybody in this state should own or get 2,800 Naira from the federal allocation. So it is our commonwealth, and we have entrusted it to him, and he's doing well. He has not borrowed a dime, even with the House of Assembly giving him the nod to go, I think, for 200 million, 100 billion. 100 billion. But he hasn't taken it. Just like me, I didn't take it. Subsequent governors after me have taken loans from financial institutions. He has not taken.
All of these things Soludo have achieved with zero borrowing. That is one thing special about it, okay? And some people will now start saying, oh, you are now beginning to sound like in a three Soludo. No. We have critically looked at what Soludo have done over the years, for the past 2 years. He had not really transformed Anambra State into the Dubai, Taiwan. Because when we start assessing it based on the actual development, you know, I keep telling you that infrastructure is not development. But you know, in a blind man country, one eye man is the king. In a place where they have been deprived over the years, dividends of democracy, dividends of infrastructural development that will precipitate development, actually human development, they clap and get overwhelmed by any little thing that happens. I keep saying it, every idiot can pave road, but it takes a good leader, a visionary leader that can transform Southeast, that can, you know, unlock the potentials of the Southeasterners to lavish development right in Anambra State. Come to think of it, Ndibo, if you have an inspiring leader, definitely all roads will be paved and nobody will be talking about it as a achievement of a governor or any government in power. We want to see production, per capita development of our people must increase, reduce poverty, and equalize the social status or bridge the gap between the have and the have not by providing quality social amenities like schools, like hospitals. We are no longer talking about security, of which My other videos will address it because Soludo is doing his own bit in that aspect. And the Southeast is much more better than before now. What we had as horror movies every day in terms of insecurity. That one is by the way. Now, when we talk about economic development of the Southeast, it takes a visionary leader to ignite those things that will precipitate the actual economic development of our people. Unlock our limitless potentials in commerce and industry. That is what we need urgently. Okay? In Anambra State. Politicians. That is not what we are here to do. We are not here to start singing Soludo because he had paved roads without borrowing money. After all, the money was gotten from the Anambra State through their tax. And I can tell you, the taxpayers' money is working for them in terms of this infrastructure. So after this first half of this first tenure, the second half, we should start looking at quality hospitals. And in case you don't know, it is already happening in Okpoko. It's building General Hospital at Okpoko. But until that Okpoko General Hospital starts spreading across the entire three political territorial zones in Anambra State, until we start seeing it spread across the Southeast, that governors will now have public hospitals where any man can have access and be able to afford good medical treatment. That is when we'll start saying we are progressing. When our private schools are now looking up to the public school to tap from the quality of education, that is when we start saying that we have progress. So that any man, any person, including myself, can send their children to public school and they will have the best of education that everybody is pursuing in the private school, and stop the extortion happening within the private school system. That is the truth. You may not like it, but that is the truth. Until we get to that point, we will not think that we have arrived and we should stop singing any politician. We will continue putting these guys on their toe because it is for the public interest. And as they continue to compete, I want all politicians in the Southeast to start with, spreading across Nigeria and beyond, to start campaigning with what they have achieved. And not when you are in government, like the scam that happened at Imo State, where a governor is telling the state that after 4 years of his service as governor, or his disservice as governor, that he will provide a job. He will. Something that he has not been able to do. So all of those shit that people will sit on top of rubbish, monumental failure, and be singing praise to people never do well political class, people who have no shame. We will not allow that on this platform and will not encourage it. So in the Anambra State, as I will continue to put these guys on their toll, as they will continue to compete with each other, that Anambra State, Igbo land generally, will start having the reason to come back home and make the homeland we have the paradise we seek. What is your take on this, my people? Do you think Soludo is simply playing politics with some of these things, or he is truly transforming Anambra State into what he had promised in the Anambra State? Let me have your opinion on this on the comment section. I'm Associated Peters, the advocate for good governance. In case you think what we're saying is not hitting target, rethink.